I am Ethan. I am 20 years old and I have been a type 1 diabetic for almost 3 years now. I would say, to sum it up, I'm an ex-national swimmer and I'm a full-time university student at the University of Sydney. My experience as a type 1 diabetic has been very up and down. Unfortunately, I didn't have the luxury of starting with an insulin pump, so my management was subpar to say the least. But I did notice it was very transformative when I finally got to make that change, get my sugars back in range where they needed to be, and from every aspect, whether it was my sporting, whether it was my studies, whether it was just how I felt in general, my quality of sleep, I completely transformed what I knew to be proper management of my diabetes. So it really was a huge difference. So my diagnosis was similarly a pretty harsh one. Initially at a training session, we normally do pre-pool, which is like land-based exercises, and then we would do the swimming. In the pre-pool one day, I just completely collapsed. Had no idea. I went home. Obviously, I was pretty upset. It kept happening repeatedly, and I noticed other symptoms such as drinking too much water. I was fluctuating in terms of my diet, and my academic performance declined. And in terms of the weight loss specifically, that was 12 kilos in a month. So very extreme. Went to the doctor and she said, "I've been a doctor for 30 years. You're definitely diabetic. Let's take a look at your blood sugars. I think I know what the answer is going to be." Error. Try again. Error. And for a third time, it gave a reading of like 500 and something, and they said our machine is maxed out. So that was very tough. From there I went to the ER and they gave me some IVs, and from there, obviously, like everyone, they put me on insulin, short and long acting. So when I started, I had pretty poor management of my blood sugars, which meant that I wasn't sleeping properly, always worried about those highs and especially lows in my sleep. Obviously, in terms of my sporting, that was very challenging, keeping it in range. And I noticed a huge issue with my cognitive ability when my sugars weren't poorly managed. It's pretty nice. I can actually say that pretty much all of that has gone right out the window. All